Alright guys, we are live. Welcome and good evening to the evening stream, and this time we hope Linda's going to allow me to talk to her. So, I've just restarted my FS Cloud, zoomed out a little bit. Now I can start seeing Uncle John. He was completely missing off my screen. In fact, I saw his name and it went away now again. Oh, I give up. So, we've got a couple of guys that are going to fly with us. It's a bit of a difficult landing and approach. The airport is known for wind, and also it's a very short runway. So I hope you guys have made your provision for the landing and stuff there. Uncle John, are you actually still at this airport or not? Where do you find yourself? What, in the air or on the ground? No, I don't see you. That's the problem. I saw you. Hmm? Okay. So I must wait for you. So I must wait to see. Alright, okay, well, I hope I can see you eventually. Is your cloud running? If it's cloud running now. I saw your name flash there and it's all gone again. Okay, yeah, there we go. Now I can see you. Now I can see you. Push back right, your nose goes left. Right, and I forgot to open your voices on stream. There you go. You guys are now live on stream, eh?
Yeah, I'm pushing back now and down.
Pushing back as well.
Alright, so I'm going to do the essential stuff and then I'm going to get going as well. Let me show you quickly the route here. So we will be flying, I'm not sure if this is in the link today. Yeah, there we go. Alright, so we're going to fly from Cape Town all the way there to Port Elizabeth, and over there we've got that little teardrop kind of a turn. We'll see how it handles everything for us in the Zibo, and we're going to obviously make use of Linda to assist us with that. Hello. Hello.
Hello, Cap.
There we go. She's speaking. So we get some volume back in here. Right. Shall we? Let's put this thing in place so we can see it. Right, payload.
Kev, I thought it was time I paid for the pie and coffee.
Too right.
I'm pushing back.
All right, Captain, got the directions. Let me know through the menu when you're ready.
What on earth have I done now? Am I really that asleep? Didn't press the enter button. That's why.
Yeah, I'm taxiing. Kevin, you can follow.
I'll follow you, Terminator. Okay. Okay, taxi.
Alright, so let's get this young lady to start doing something productive for us. So, procedures. Electrical power up procedure. Electrical power up procedure.
Electrical power up procedure.
I'm taxiing.
Right, so while she's busy, I'm going to continue on this side. And that's the beauty of having a second crew member now. So,
Holding point 1.
And rolling.
Electrical power up procedure completed.
preliminary pre-flight procedure.
Preliminary pre-flight procedure.
Right, here goes the IRSs. Now we should be able to put some info in here and there you go. Let's actually just check it one more time. Perfect, she's checking everything. Yeah, okay. I scrambled. Sorry?
It makes you lazier.
Park brake set.
No, it makes me
Preliminary
fly more
pre-flight
real.
procedure completed.
Pre-flight procedure.
Pre-flight
I
procedure.
scrambled some of the switches here, so she obviously is going to read through them and set them correctly and all. It's kind of exciting. You see there, look, she's already discovered them.
Okay, all set. I'm rolling.
Okay.
Captain Hudson on the fasten seatbelt sign. We do ask that all passengers take your seat at this time and please fasten your seatbelt. Just as
Over.
a reminder, we cannot leave the gate until carrying items are properly put away. All overhead bins are closed and all passengers are seated.
Please check that the flight level is set correctly. Please check that the landing altitude is set correctly.
Right, we shall do that for you as you ask, otherwise we are going against 310 and 250. Perfect, she did it from the information available to her. That's awesome.
Flight slow. Pull up. Wind shear. Wind shear. Wind shear.
And now that the
Terrain.
IRS is on the
Terrain.
right, everything
Pull
looks
up.
better. It works now.
Obstacle.
Now the DCAS test
Obstacle.
will also
Pull
work.
up. Airspeed low.
What?
Adjust vertical speed. Adjust. Climb. Climb now. Climb. Climb
Pre-flight
now.
procedure
Climb,
completed.
Crossing. Climb. Climb. Crossing. Climb. 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 Clear of conflict. Descend. 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 Crossing.
That's right.
Descend. Descend. Crossing. Descend. Descend. Descend now. Descend. Descend now. Increase climb. Increase climb. Increase descent. Increase descent. Maintain vertical speed. Maintain. Maintain vertical speed. Crossing. Maintain. Monitor vertical speed. TCAS test. Pass.
Okay, I'm rolling, Reggie.
Yeah, roger that.
I'm talking.
Pre-flight checklist. Go now. Pre-flight checklist. Listen to me. Pre-flight checklist.
Pre-flight checklist. Voice recorder. Oxygen. Tested 100%. Navigation and display switches. Normal, auto. Window heat. On. Pressurization mode selector. Auto. Flight instruments. Heading 280. Altitude 166. Altimeter 1019. Parking brake.
Set.
Engine start levers.
Cut off.
Pre-flight checklist completed.
Great news, Captain. Your tow's coming.
Flight attendants prepare for departure, cross check and all call, thank you.
Before start procedure.
Before start procedure.
All right. Looks like the doors and hatches are closed and we're ready to connect.
Toga.
Captain Geo,
Before start
awesome.
procedure
How are you guys
completed.
doing on your side?
I'm just enjoying this fantastic scenery.
Awesome. Before start checklist.
Before start checklist. Papers.
On board.
Flight deck door.
Welcome aboard, Captain. Toes connected.
Closed and locked.
Fence inserted. Go ahead and kill the parking brake when you're ready to go.
Ah,
Closed
yeah,
and
you've
locked.
got to be so careful.
Fuel.
7.6 ton.
Pumps on. Passenger signs. On. Window.
Locked.
Locked. MCP. Speed 147. Heading 9. Altitude 31,000. Takeoff speeds. V1 141. V rotate 141. V2 147. CDU pre-flight.
Completed.
Completed.
Right, so
Rudder
our...
and aileron trim.
Sorry. 3 and 0.
Taxi and takeoff briefing.
Completed.
Anti-collision light. On. Before start checklist completed.
Right, so let's see. The next procedure is going to be the engine start procedure. The next checklist is going to be the before taxi checklist. Okay. Right, we are then also required to tell her when to start the actual engines, so we're going to just clear off all of this. Guys, may I push? Anybody behind me, close to me? Looks like I can go.
Here comes the pushback. Light them up.
Engine start procedure.
Engine start procedure. Waiting for the command to start sequence.
Start number 2 engine.
Starting number 2 engine. (25 and 2). Starter cutout.
Start number 1 engine.
Starting number 1 engine.
Is Arkham flying with us?
Just about done here. Go ahead and set your parking brake.
I have not seen him, Uncle John.
And we're disconnecting
Not
the
sure.
show. Give me
I
just a
get the
moment.
impression that he is.
25N2.
He's on Discord.
Okay, he's not in FS Cloud though.
No.
Starter cutout. Engine start procedure completed.
You got some beautiful scenery in South Africa, Nika.
I know, sir.
And we're disconnected. Signal and pin on the right. Take it easy and have a safe flight.
A nice mountain stretch all the way up to Meaton.
Superb.
You got yours set on daytime, John?
Yes, sir.
I've got night, but I've done it before in daytime. It's quite a wilderness, really.
Are you guys all on multi?
I'm on real time, yeah, night time.
Okay, I'll change.
You, John, really? Just if you want to see the
Just keep it
scenery.
on daytime.
Yeah.
Before taxi procedure.
Before taxi procedure.
It's a clear night.
It certainly is.
David, why I'm asking you the questions is to determine what sound packs you have running that is additional to the Zibo, because in the Zibo itself there's nothing
Before
that will
taxi
cause
procedure
this.
completed.
So the question is, what sound pack do you have that's running? What is influencing that? Because in itself, I mean, this is stock standard Zibo without any modifications to it, and you heard it didn't do it. So something has been added to your system, which is why I'm asking those questions. An XP Realistic, for instance, comes with a Cessna sound pack. You know, it's got different profiles, and if you've got the wrong profile loaded, it's going to make noise. Before taxi checklist.
Before taxi checklist. Generators. On. Probe heat. On. Anti-ice. Wing anti-ice off. Engine anti-ice off. Isolation valve. Auto. Engine start switches. New rate set to 55. Continuous. Recall.
Checked.
Checked. Auto brake. Rejected takeoff. Engine start levers.
Idle detent.
Flight control.
Checked.
Flight controls is not checked. Before taxi checklist is not completed.
Yeah, I don't know why she fails me on that, because I obviously did it, so we'll worry about that later. Right, so let's quickly see in terms of procedures. The next procedure will be before takeoff procedure and before takeoff checklist. Gentlemen, I am now taxiing to runway 01.
Taxi lights on.
Thank you.
Thanks. Horizontal stabilizer trimmer not set for takeoff.
Set trim for takeoff.
Trim up.
That's so cool the way she does it. So nice.
She's intelligent.
Very. Yeah. Runway entry procedure. Runway entry procedure.
Okay, the cabin is secured. Have a good flight.
Come on. Runway entry procedure. I set it too fast.
New rate set to 50.
Runway entry procedure. What do you call it if it's not that? Oh, I know what it's called. Before takeoff procedure. There we go, sorry.
Before takeoff
There you are.
procedure.
I'll get to learn her still. I'll learn all the stories.
Before takeoff procedure completed.
Or takeoff checklist.
Yeah, I was good.
Flaps 5 set.
Before takeoff checklist.
Before takeoff checklist. Flaps.
Flaps 5, green line.
Flaps 5 set. Green light. Detent. Stabilizer trim. 5 units set. Transponder. TARA set. Before takeoff checklist completed.
Ah, that's awesome. Alright, let me just check everything on my side. Everything looks fine. Alright guys, I'm going to get going.
Stabilized.
Approaching 0-1. On runway 01.
Takeoff thrust set. Knots. Throttle hold. V1. Rotate. Positive rate.
Oh, come on. Hold on. I need to do this again. David, that is so strange. Okay, another question. Are you within the limits of N1 or are you beyond 100%? Because that could also be an issue. You know, I'm not sure. Let me just register. I don't know. I had to do this again earlier as well. Looks like every time I update my Zibo, I'm going to have to do this. Sorry, I'm just taking it offline so you guys don't see my registration code.
It is on the screen.
No, wait 8 seconds and then tell me.
Not on the screen.
Okay.
I can't steal.
Yeah.
Why do you need to do that after takeoff, sir?
I'm not supposed to do it. What happened was this is a brand new release that Zibo gave me just now. He made it for me this afternoon after our last meeting. And it seems now every time I update the aircraft, I need to re-register this. I don't know. It probably puts a marker or something on the ACF file or something. I don't know what it exactly does. I'll have to ask the developer of this product to see what he says, because if you have to re-register this every time there's a Zibo update, it's going to drive people insane.
Going back to that question about the noise issue, I had
Gear
exactly the
Gear up.
What issue, Uncle John? That if you take off, you get a noise.
negative. The question earlier on from one of your viewers,
Yeah.
asking
When you
about
start
noise.
Runway
Yeah.
turn off lights off.
I had exactly the same issue, and in fact, you were spot on first time. It was my Experialistic, and what it was, it's picking up from VA aircraft.
If you are flying, there is nothing on the screen, sir, in the stream.
Hold on. Autopilot on.
Autopilot 1, on.
If I take it because we're not in the right place. Taking too long, women. Just get back there. Flaps 1. Flaps up.
She's making you break.
Flaps up. Flaps up. I don't know, she listens to me sometimes so beautifully. We just do it and get her out of the bank because she's now totally confused. And I'm
Approaching
obviously
transition.
hunting
Transition
this.
level.
She's in menstruation day, maybe.
Flaps upset.
Autopilot 1 on.
Autopilot 1.
See, she
on.
takes too long to do it, so let me get back into the cubicle there. Autopilot 1 on.
Autopilot 1
I'll
on.
have to do it. Alright. I'm gonna have to get used to her and her timings as well. There we go. So easy.
Approaching transition.
Sankit, I had to register her, so she threw me off with the registration. Then I came back, I issued the command, but she takes too long to do it. So by the time I have released the yoke and we're waiting for her to switch it on, we've missed the little mark where the actual autopilot can be and is allowed to be switched on. So it caused a bit of a rodeo ride just to get that sorted, but it's all fun and games, you know, so we learn, and next time, you know, I'll know how to handle it a little bit better. Hello, Joshua.
If I were you, I had already hit her, sir.
No, I'm not that kind of guy.
If it helps, David, when you do Experialistic, there are loads of downloadable
Profiles.
profiles that's already been created. That's what I did eventually. One of my guys here in Discord was going to give me 5 minutes, but we never got round to it, mainly because of me. And I saw that there was profiles already available, so I chose one that sorted my problems out.
And you didn't use mine. That's a pity.
I'm sorry, boss.
Guys, look in my private hangar. The link is below the video. Go to the private hangar. All the stuff is in there. If you go to your Zibo folder there, you'll see my profile for Experialistic. Just download it, use it. It's all there. It was made the very first day it came out already, and then I've updated it 2 or 3 times again. So it's all there.
Just a point of interest, Terminator. You are closing up on me. I'm not sure what cost index you've got.
I've got 20.
Most strange, I'm on 40. Oh, sorry, I'm on 22. Yeah, I'm on 20, not 6. Normally I'm on 6.
John, left-hand side is my house.
Okay, bud, I am waving.
Can you see me waving out the window?
I can, but then I'm the biggest liar that's going.
I thought that.
You can see your beacons in the distance flashing. It's quite clever. You can see something right in the sky. Just those little flickers, red, green. It's like getting military aircraft round here. Very clever.
I've got the feeling I'm closing in on them.
Right, so while it was dark, she actually put the gear in the off position after I instructed her to lift it in the first place. She cancelled RTO, she cancelled our engine start switches back to auto, she did all the lights. Very clever lady this. So what I'm going to do is this. Seat belts off.
Seat belts off.
Go. And there's Paul. Hello, Paul.
Ahoy there.
Joshua, I already have it. I was actually given it as a gift. And it's very nice VFR flight sim at this point in time. My work is here, so I can't really spend too much time with it. But so far so good. Looks nice, great potential, lots of bugs and issues, and so on. But in a couple of months they should have it ready for proper use.
Just passing over my socket.
Sure, it's much of a muchness. It's very, very generic. Even Cape Town, we were looking at it earlier. I was showing the guys here on Discord what it looks like. If you know the place, and then it goes the same for the whole world. If you know a place, you'll see it's not true to life. If you don't know a place, the wow factor will overwhelm you. Alright, and I've been telling a lot of people over many months, this is what's going to happen. And then I got thrown with rotten tomatoes and eggs and all kinds of virtual, insults. And unfortunately, guys didn't make it to be true to life. They made it plausible and they made it looking wow. But if you know the area, you'll know it's not true. It's not right.
Yeah, you're right. That would be a wake-up call.
Yeah, that's what's made so many people so angry, because they expected never to have to buy an add-on again. One of the big lies. You don't have to buy add-ons again. I don't know who started that rumor, but a lot of idiots actually believed it. They all go, oh, okay, we don't have to buy anything. And I mean, up until the day before it was released, there were still fights on VATSIM and on the P3D and MS 2020 groups about people still believing that lie. And it just wasn't worth trying to help people see the light and trying to get them to know the truth anymore. It just got too much. I just didn't even bother. I just skipped over all the posts. And I actually then excused myself out of a lot of those groups. I just couldn't handle it anymore. I just left. That's it. Story. Couldn't handle it.
Tower is a cylinder.
I haven't seen one in that flight. I'll go have a look when I see one.
Yeah, we've got one in the neighborhood, so I flew there just for the fun. Just a cylinder. That's what I said. If you look at Google Earth, it's incredible when you see those 3D cities. That's in contrast with the Flight Sim 2020.
Yeah, but they're using big, just remember that.
Yeah. If you ever had a look in Google Earth, those cities, they're actually really good.
Yeah, I haven't looked at that, to be honest. Don't have time for that.
Have a quick look at Johannestown. Or what was your hometown again?
Me, I'm staying in Johannesburg.
Oh yeah, Johannesburg. Sorry.
Hello, Kent. Yeah, I think once they've sorted everything, it will be a different story, guys. But there's no point in arguing or fighting or going too far with the conversation, even because the guys, you know, they'll fix it. Then it will be okay. But right now, it is what it is.
Thousand to level off.
1,000 to go.
Right, I'm at my cruise altitude and everything is looking fine. So we have 203 nautical miles for top of descent.
I'm on descent, Nico.
Yeah, that's good, that's good. Just be realistic. David, just keep, just have a look quickly here, just in case it is XP realistic. This is obviously version 2, alright? Engine start up, just make sure that this is off, because if this is on, this engine startup sound, it's going to give you the Cessna engine, you know, guara guara guara, so just switch it off. Just check for this one first. That's my gut feeling what's wrong there. If you're still on the old XP realistic, just find the same setting, switch it off.
I'll solve it on approach, Uncle John.
Sorry, sir, say that again.
I'll solve the distance at approach.
Okay.
Yeah, but you were on different altitudes.
Togo.
Yeah, I was on 35,000.
Yeah, Terminator on 30.
Thank you, sir.
305, I was on 305.
More favorable winds, Uncle John.
Excellent.
Clearly there's no load shedding in Cape Town tonight.
Shouldn't say things like that, should you?
No, it's been suspended again. I think they paid their bills at least again. So now we've got a few weeks before the creditors come knocking at the government's door again.
QNH 1017, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Foxtrot, Alpha, Papa, Echo, airport information, November 1700, Zulu, weather, wind 290 at 8, visibility 10,000, sky clear, temperature 16, dew point 7, QNH 1017, advise on initial contact, you have information, November.
I just want to check the time on that call again.
Foxtrot, Alpha, Papa, Echo, airport information, November 1700, Zulu, weather, wind 290 at 8.
Descending, Kevin. On my descent.
Kevin.
Got me coffee and chocolate, John.
Kevin, Kevin, I suddenly thought about something.
What's that?
Since I've never bought you a pie yet, which type do you want?
Oh, pepper steak, pepper steak.
Snake and
Well,
piggy.
I'm just wondering if my hand will go deep enough in my pocket.
Well, I've got grave doubts about that one.
My descent, Kevin. It's a race between me and the chicken now.
If you're in the chicken.
Typical chicken run.
It is, yeah.
TOD.
Safe landings.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Come on.
Reggie, are you going ILS or RNAV?
ILS, yeah.
I take the RNAV.
Sorry, I didn't catch that. My wife just called me. I think the chickens won the race.
Yeah. I said I'd take the RNAV.
Yep, dinner is being served, so I'm going to have to pause. So,
Do that.
anyone passing by?
Right.
Me wave, as Nico said.
I did yesterday, by the way. I did. I'll do it again.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
Reggie,
Yes?
is it chicken or beef?
It's chicken.
Just enjoy.
Yeah.
Completed.
favour, Nico?
Yeah.
Can I see your legs on your FMC, please? Okay, I'm wondering why there is Papa Echo Victor twice.
And
with
why
9
it's different.
between.
Yeah, and why it's different altitudes. If
The loop.
Yeah, but you're not going to do the loop twice, remember? And you're not going to pass over PEV twice before you get to your destination. Let's step through this. Let's go over and see.
Yeah, I only got it once.
Okay, because initially you need to pass over at 3,000 feet. Let me show you my chart. There you can see at the VOR you need to be 3,000 or higher. Okay, so the first inscription is definitely correct. The second one is incorrect.
Yeah, I thought something strange was going on there.
But now, if we remove that, will we still have the loop?
No, you won't.
Let's see.
That's why I'm asking you first.
Yeah, it's going to drop the loop. Some 737 pilot, good day, welcome. Because, again, if you look at the chart, right, it could be using it as a point of reference. Where is my SD cable? Your VOR is 3,000 or above, and it's using the PEV VOR again later to establish you at 1,500 to actually make the turn. So I'm guessing that if we remove that second one, that's a point of reference, we're going to lose our loop.
Yeah, but there's no reference to distance. You know, it would be.
I know what you're saying. I know what you're saying. But
and it's 8 miles out, not whatever the
19.
FMC says.
Well,
Yeah.
it says 19 because it's going to take you out over the sea, then bring you back. You understand?
Oh, interesting.
Yeah, look at the screen there. I'm putting it all on one screen now. Okay, so silly mouse. I did when it gets stuck like that. Right, it's the right hand mouse button that gets stuck. So there you can see we're going out over the sea, then turning back. So I'm wondering if you look at the FMC, that 19 miles. Look, we don't see what's happening behind the scenes, but it's obviously using it as a reference. So the chart clearly says there, get my mouse on it, 3,000. And then down to 1,500, and it should then be in a reference to Papa Echo Victor. But how exactly it's supposed to do it, I don't know. Yeah?
Nico, I'm just busy approaching PEV now. The first PEV and the distance is going down as I approach it.
Of course.
The second PEV, the distance isn't changing whatsoever.
Alright, so it is using it as a point of reference, but it's not, it hasn't shown it as a point of reference to us in our minds, basically.
Yeah.
Okay.
Interesting. Thank you. Thank you.
No worries. Let's look at the approach page. Did you put PEV as a transition? Because I think that could be the difference. The guys who do not have PEV twice probably didn't put PEV as a transition point.
I did use that as a transition.
Yeah, Kent, the headings are different because the one is inbound and the one is outbound. Or inbound from this side, so it could have a different heading because you're flying towards it in an easterly direction, and then you're flying towards it in a westerly direction once you've made your turn. So that accounts for the difference in the headings. Well spotted. I wouldn't have thought twice about it. I'm looking at the magenta line and I go, ooh, pretty. And there we go. It's there. I'm just going to follow it.
I'll do the Arnav via TSET.
Okay.
You see Uncle John and Tony at the crossing in front of me.
Are you on approach, John?
I am, but I appear to be too high, so I'm going to have to do a go around. I do apologise.
Okay, I'll go in then.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Anything to get out of behind the pack.
Well, my top of descent is almost here. I'm busy talking to Zibo in the background here. He might pop in. No guarantees, but he's going to have to look at the stream at some point in time. So just thought I'd tell you guys. Sim 737 pilot, yes, the option is there and it runs perfectly. I'm flying it right now as well. This is also the latest non-public beta of the Zibo that I'm testing, so it all works very well. And obviously then we have beautiful Linda here. Some of you guys don't like it. Don't like her, but anyway, it is what it is. She's there. She does her job. Hello Robert, good evening. Okay, I'm powering back for top of descent there. Seat belts on.
Seat belts on.
Seatbelt sign has been switched on. For your safety, please remain seated with your seatbelt fastened until the seatbelt sign has been switched on.
On approach.
Folks from the flight deck, we've started our descent. Should have you on the ground in about 15.
Kevin can just land and John after him. I'll come after him. I made a big turn.
Hello, nice landing, Uncle John. Nice landing.
Thank you.
Runway vacated.
Hello, Kevin.
Hello, baby.
I'm down.
Okay. How's that short runway, guys? Tell me, how do you find it?
It's difficult, but that the loop doesn't bring you down fast enough, Nico. You're too high when you hit the ILS, so you best control your descent manually.
Okay. I'll dive. Thank you. Thanks for that.
Confession time, I did maximum flaps and also maximum braking.
Well, there's nothing to confess. You were supposed to do that, sir. I mean, that's part of the trick. I'm throwing things at you guys. I'm checking, you know, how well the training went, and I'm actually thoroughly satisfied when I hear things like this. This makes my heart sing. See what I'm saying?
Well, you shouldn't have taught me so well, should you?
No, I should have. That's exactly the point of training.
On approach.
I realise that.
Yeah, there's Rich.
I see you coming in there when you're there.
I took a bit of a bigger loop for John, so I'm lower and I'm not on high speed now.
And I appreciate it. Thank you, kind sir.
Hello, Irving.
So you made it easier for me, John.
For both of us, as it happened.
Turning final.
You know what, I'm sitting here enjoying myself so much. I never did the descent procedure or checklist. Descent procedure.
8 knots.
Descent procedure.
About 3 from the right.
Sir, please check the reference speed and set minimum for approach. Please check that the landing altitude is set correctly.
Yeah, that's that. I did that.
Hello, Bob. Hello.
Descent procedure completed.
Chelsea.
How are you, Day Day?
Always practice.
Well, I've thrown a curveball to the guys here tonight, and so far it seems the guys are doing very well. I hope I can do as well as they do. Right.
What's the touchdown?
Descent checklist.
Descent checklist. Pressurization. Recall.
There's an aircraft. I think that was Reggie. I just went underneath Reggie. Checked.
Auto brake.
Max.
Landing data.
Yeah, runway vacated.
V reference 140. Minimum sparrow 457 set. Descent checklist completed.
Right, okay. The next one will be the approach checklist, and that's done under transition altitude. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to extend that loop as well. So I'm going to turn out to the right, follow the loop, then go on a heading mode and just make it a little bit wider so I don't come in too high and too fast and turn back on that ILS. Nice and bright it is. Let's change that for a change. Cabin lighting, takeoff and landing, white medium. There we go. It's a little better. Woo.
There comes Rule.
Nice landing.
Thank you.
Looks like you're next in, Nico.
Cool. Thank you, Zibo. He's just sent me a picture of something. Oh, that's cool.
The only thing I would question, Nico, is why the FMC didn't take me down far enough to 1500.
Sir, I don't know, but as pilot in command, it's unfortunately our task to do what we have to do, you know. I want to be honest with you, the 738s, you know that this is a dangerous approach, it's a tricky approach, and I can virtually guarantee you, you know, they take the guys there maybe, you know, to haze them in the beginning or something, but once they've done it once or twice, these guys actually fly a much wider loop. They will not fly it on the numbers and on that magenta line.
Okay, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, this was just all part of the fun, me just leaving you.
I mean, it was easy enough to rectify. I just did a 360.
Yeah. But in real world, they don't do 360s. In real world, there's an air traffic controller that's going to say to him to use vectors. They're probably not even going to use the Papa Echo Vector VOR, even though it's part of the flight plan. They'll get vectored long time, you know, to turn around.
Yeah, just stretch me out a bit just to get my altitude down.
Thank you, Zibo. Thanks. Appreciate it. You see, us as flight simmers, we are bound by what we perceive and things like that. We don't have the real world skills and knowledge and training and things. And for us, you know, the magenta line is like religion. You have to follow it. You know, if it's your religion, you follow it. But in the real world, they've got ATC, and even on VATSIM, there's ATC. I promise you, if I was the ATC controller on VATSIM at this airport, I won't let you fly this. I'll give you vectors, because it is kind of tight. I mean, it's really tight, to be honest. So the logical thing and the safe thing in the real world would be turn around, do it a little bit differently.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I did the etc., etc. I would just question why the FMC normally would bring you down to the correct altitude, and it didn't do.
Yeah, it's not a Zibo error, to put it that way. I think this is more made for props. This isn't really for jets. This whole approach here, if you follow it the way it's written here, it's not made for Boeings.
Gotcha.
Robert, the game is very complicated. In the real world, it's not as complicated. Like I said, there's ATCs. They're going to talk to you. They're going to tell you left, right, up, down, whatever. You know, I mean, that's just how it is. As flight simmers, we tend to make it a little bit too difficult, and also we don't have the knowledge to discern beforehand until we try it. You know, this is maybe not what we should do, kind of a thing. So.
That's why the RNAV was easier.
I'm sure.
I mean, everything I've said, forget that. It was still a most enjoyable flight. Thank you.
Of course. So once
Seconded.
yeah, thanks. Thank you so much. Once I bug out, I'm gonna go to select there.
Well, John, welcome to Port Elizabeth.
Sorry, Kev, say again?
I said, welcome to Port Elizabeth. I'm now going to take you down to the seafront to Barney's Bar, and we'll have a beer.
And I've got to buy you the pub.
That sounds so good, guys. Right, so I'm going on heading select. I pull one flap already. Keep my speed down. We're only descending at 1,200, so what I'm gonna
Flaps
do is
1 set.
I'm going to go 50,000.
Approaching transition.
Somebody just passed me on the runway while I was lighting a cigarette up. Who was that?
Somebody watching replays, probably.
Yep.
Transition level.
Terminator having fun.
Yeah. Big plane.
Very interesting.
Who is going to land, Nico?
I just want to go bump, but I just want to know why.
I think it's Nico next.
Thousand to level off.
1,000 to go.
Yeah, you're doing the right thing, Nico, coming into the end of where the ILS capture is.
Was that Nico just landed?
No, I'm still on my way, sir.
No, that's Erwin doing reviews.
Okay.
Check my stream, Uncle John, on YouTube.
Yeah, I am doing that.
Flaps 5 set.
Don't make music, just now the system picks it up.
Please, don't tell me I made with my mouth.
I know, but the system is it's an AI system. It picks up anything.
Aha, okay. I hope there is no problem, sir.
No problem.
Just don't do it too long so it actually picks it up. Right, so I'm at 1,500.
Perfect.
Perfect,
See the
perfect.
runway.
How are you doing, Paul?
I'm following Nico, and I'm going to leave it 3 minutes after he started the extended turn before I do my turn.
And your altitude?
Who's on the ground already?
Uncle John, Kevin, and Terminator.
Okay, John, can you find the hotel and tell him to send the crew van so long?
It's already arrived, sir.
Waiting. Wow.
And Nico's limo is here as well.
Yeah, I told him not to be late.
Some of us must take the van.
Guys. If you really want to, you can share the limo with me tonight. Don't worry, it's big enough.
You do something, or
No, Sam, it's my buddies. I can't leave them behind.
What about Linda?
No, she has to go into the crew car.
Why?
She's not coming in with us, smelling of all that damn perfume again.
Why, you got allergies?
Listen, compared with Joanne, her perfume's rubbish.
you'll definitely be below the glide slope when you hit the ILS.
Oh yes, I am. I can see the diamonds high.
How come?
Sir,
29 watching, only 13 likes.
it is, yes, at least we need 15 likes, but unfortunately, still people didn't obey this rule. 15 is threshold, 16 or 17 is not required.
16 already.
Yeah, it's jumped straight up. Well
Thank
done,
you,
Hakan.
Greg. Yeah, well done, Hakan. Thank you. Right, there's the localizer.
Localizer capture.
We are expecting very good landing with Linda, sir.
Approach checklist. Approach checklist.
She's going to
Approach
ignore you
checklist.
because she's not going to be in the limo.
You should
Altimeters.
say like this. Approach checklist, Linda. Don't sleep.
QNH 1017 set. Altitude passing 1516 now. Approach checklist completed.
Right, so procedures before descent procedure. Okay, then after landing will be the next procedure. Approach checklist. Alright, landing checklist then. Landing
Could you
checklist.
please? No, you are wrong, Nico.
Landing
I know.
checklist.
Could you please landing checklist? You need
Engine
to say.
start switches.
Okay, but hang on, now I need to concentrate.
Okay.
Continuous.
Speed brake.
Oh, come on. Come on, you silly mouse.
Landing gear.
Ladies and gentlemen, likes is enough. We need to see donations right now.
Flaps 15 set.
Like is easy. Like is easy. Donation is not easy.
Flaps.
At least 5 euros. 5 euros required.
Flaps 30 set. Flaps is not set
As you
for
can
landing
understand,
position.
we are a couple in the cockpit. Our
Landing
costs
checklist is
increased.
not
We need to pay
completed.
for Linda.
Okay, hold on. I need to do this checklist again. Okay, just keep quiet now. Landing checklist.
Landing checklist. Engine start switches. Glide slope capture. Speed brake.
Flaps 40, Nico.
Yes.
Landing gear. Flaps. Landing checklist completed.
In the nick of time. That is a bit too tight for my liking. Right, so let's match our
1,000 feet, stabilized, Mr. Brick.
proximity.
Taxi lights on.
Auto throttle off.
Approaching.
She's wearing tights?
No, she's not wearing tights. I say the procedure was a bit tight, too close for comfort.
Beautiful view.
Beautiful. Safe landing.
Thank you,
Approaching minimums. 400.
Paul's lined up by the look.
300. Minimums.
Minus 128.
200.
Flight slow. Flight slow. Flight slow.
100. 50. 40. 30. 20. 10.
5,000
Speed brake up.
remaining.
Reverse unlocked. Auto brake in use. Stabilized. 60 knots.
Beautiful.
Thank you. I can't know, that was a bit too soft. Here in this runway, because it's so short, you've got to plant it when you have to, you know.
Okay, sir, no problem.
After a landing procedure.
Safe landing, Paul.
After landing procedure.
Okay, Paul, runway will be vacated in 10 seconds.
After landing procedure completed.
Woohoo!
After takeoff checklist is really good for Linda.
Yeah, all these checklists and stuff. It's a question of now getting used to her and getting the crew resource management correct.
Flaps
All
upset.
eyes on you now, my friend. Well done. Welcome to Port Elizabeth.
Good one, Paul.
Nice one, Paul.
Let me get out of your way, yeah.
Anthony is on his way.
Great stuff. We'll check him out too.
Okay. 23 nautical miles from first PEV.
Buddy, I have your name on the runway here with me already. I thought you were still inbound. Anthony.
No, I'm definitely still inbound.
Oh, there's an aircraft.
I'm still over the bay.
Damn. Okay.
Hey, my word. That's gone again. What the devil?
I'm assuming Reggie's still on pause.
Yeah.
Yeah, I passed him in the air a couple of minutes ago.
Gentlemen, thanks. Good night.
Thank you. Good night.
Yeah,
Good night.
Good night, sir.
Yeah, I've also got to go. Thanks for that, guys. Catch you tomorrow.
Okay, cheerio, Kevin. Cheers.
Bye.
Just go.
Your aircraft is already flickering here on the apron, Anthony. I don't know. Don't you have two instances of FS? Well, what's this thing called? FS Cloud.
Nope, only one.
It's so strange.
It's not flickering on my screen.
Well, it's gone for me now.
It happens to me sometimes, sir.
Yeah.
And I'm behind you in theory anyway, because you taxiing back towards the seaside.
I'm not arguing. I'm just saying what I'm seeing.
Yeah, I'm still 10 nautical miles out.
Okay, now I'm driving like a beluga. Alright. Shutdown procedure.
Shutdown procedure.
Well, your pushback is all ready for you.
Yeah, he just wants to make extra money tonight. He doesn't realize I'm not going anywhere.
Shutdown procedure completed.
Shutdown checklist.
Shutdown checklist. Fuel pumps as needed. Probe heat off. Hydraulic panel set.
I don't think there's enough hotels in Port Elizabeth with all the passengers we've all brought in tonight.
Parking brake
Set. Anthony, I think the bed and breakfast industry will be very happy to hear from us. Set.
This is true.
I reckon the bars will be full tonight.
Engine start levers.
Oh, they've got another hour and they need to vacate.
Which hotel are you going to between,
Weather radar.
Linda?
The boardwalk.
She won't tell you that, Arkin.
Anthony's flying over now.
Your weather radar is not off.
Oh, damn it.
Shutdown checklist is not completed.
Well, now it is. Right, then what we're going to do is secure procedure. Secure procedure.
Secure procedure.
Everything is done by Linda. Linda is so tired.
Work, woman, work. Yeah, she needs to look a little bit more friendly. We're just gonna call her professional, you know, then it doesn't sound that bad, Andre.
Joanne at least smiles.
Yeah, Greg, I hear you.
Secure procedure completed.
Well done, lady, well done. Yes,
Passing,
Andre. Sorry?
passing through 11,000, airport in sight.
Okay, you're back. All right, let's do this.
Well done, Reggie.
So you beat the chicken this time.
Had a job catching it.
Reggie, can I just give you a little bit of info that we've caught?
Please.
And I think you were eating. Be careful with altitude coming in. You'll find you're going to be a little bit high, so you might have to extend your teardrop.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, perhaps I'll try and manage the speed and descend.
You'll probably be about 2,000 too high, so you're going to have to force it down a bit.
You see,
that much.
You have to pass the Papa Echo Victor VOR on top of this airport at 3,000 feet. But that turn that's naturally given to you is too short, so you need to extend it while you're descending and then turn back, because when you turn towards the ILS you need to be at 1,500. And you're coming in over the bay, so there's no buildings or mountains or anything. You're literally coming in over the sea and over the harbour.
Okay.
See how we love you?
Yeah, I'll see what I can do. Yeah, I think I know how to do it. I've worked out in my little brain.
Just a case of vectoring a bit, that's all.
Yeah.
Safe landing, Anthony.
Yep.
I've enjoyed tonight, Nico. It's been a good flight.
Yeah, the approach was special, wasn't it?
Yeah, made you think.
Did you guys have hard altitudes at the VOR and at the approach fix? Because I had above or above, and I set them to hard, and it seemed to help.
Yeah, I didn't set them too hard. I just left them as they were.
Goodbye.
Same here.
Think I know what you mean.
Andre, I think that's good news. Yeah, I think it's good news. I'm having fun with her. I actually really like her. I've always liked her in the other aircraft as well. don't know if you guys are aware of it, but you can buy her for both the dollars A319 and as well as the A321. You can also get it for the jar design aircraft, the A330 and the 320. So yeah, she's come a while. The one in the A320 is actually a male. Sandy. His name is Sandy. Don't know why it's Sandy, but it's Sandy.
I find the movement of the arm or the precision of the touching the knobs a bit too fast. Or is it only me that see that?
Yeah, that's not what bothers me. What bothers me is that she will reach up, change a switch, pull her arm back completely, then reach up again. So you get this idea like she's cleaning windows, you know.
Yeah.
That's catching my eye a bit. That's kind of a problem. So I'll mention it to the guys, because there are certain switches, for instance, the fuel switches, fuel pumps, where she does everyone without moving her hand back. She just literally does all of them in line, you know, and so they must make the same procedure for all the switches, you know, that the whole thing up and down the whole time is a bit much.
I agree with that, Nico. I picked up on that quite strongly.
On the other hand, you know what? I'm obviously showing her to you for effect. If you really think about it, and I'm not saying I'm not going to mention it, by the way. If you think about it, you are supposed to run in parallel with her. You shouldn't be sitting looking at her while she's doing her job. You should be doing your job while she's doing her job. So when you really get into flying with her and the CRM is done correctly, and all the procedures are divided between the two of you, you're not really going to see her move. You're not really going to watch her. You're going to give her the command. She's going to get into the act of doing the things, and you're going to do your own thing, you know. And then every now and then you'll look up to do something, and you'll see past her, kind of a thing, and there's maybe an armor that moves. But I'm obviously purposely focusing on her to show you guys what she does. I hope that makes sense.
It does. It does, but you also know that she puts her arm up, does one switch, brings it down, goes back up again, brings it down, goes up again.
I know. That's why OCD is a problem, Uncle John. You know, some of this behavior is a bit bad. I know. It will catch me. It will hurt me in my mind if I don't get it to stop doing that.
Maybe I suffer from OCD. I don't know.
No, we all do in some certain extent, you know. I mean, otherwise we wouldn't have this discussion. It will drive me insane if I have to watch her do everything the whole time.
Okay, there's Anthony.
I only see Reggie.
I can see Reggie. I can't see Anthony yet. Not on
1.5.
What? Are you almost on top
300.
of 300?
I can see Anthony coming.
Yeah,
I can't.
1 point.
Not descending much, even though I've gone out. But,
well, extend a bit more.
Yeah, vertical speed. I had to go vertical speed. I dove at 2,000 feet.
Yeah. Okay.
Be right back.
Or extend it more. Okay.
It's either that, Reggie, or you'll find you'll end up having to do a go-round, as did I.
What's your altitude, Reggie?
4,500 at the moment. I'll just intervene for the minute. Yeah, I need to lose some height.
Yeah, you only need maybe 12 miles to get down comfortably. I don't know how far out you are.
Yeah, check the diamonds on your primary flight display. If you're underneath the diamond, if you're below the diamond, I mean, you're okay.
Yeah, I'm below.
One final thing, Reggie. I would suggest you do flaps 40 and maximum braking.
Yeah, absolutely.
Roger that.
It's a very short runway, so don't wait before you put it down. Rather put it down hard, and now you're safe than end up in the grass on the other side.
I'm miles too high. I've just gone past it in actual fact. It's turning in now, but long way too high.
Just make it 360.
We need more of these sort of approaches, Nico.
I think, I don't know who it was I spoke to the other day, me and Paul, I think, or me and you, Uncle John, but I think it was Paul. We need to go back to Faroe Island. We need to go back to Faroe. They're in the North Sea. We need to go do that one again.
I think we also need to do New Zealand again.
Yeah. We've done New Zealand a couple of times. I want to go to Faroe again. I think that will be the next challenge we do. Why did I do that? Pressed the wrong button.
I've turned. I'm going back out again.
Perfect.
Nothing wrong with that.
And I think P is at 7737 standing in this open for a long time.
We are special, Anthony. Stick with me, I'll make you famous. We'll send the bill to the municipality and tell them we brought a lot of tourists. What do we get?
Special prices in the bar.
We can help them dispose of all the confiscated alcohol. Free of charge.
SEP's already taken that.
Oh yeah, I think I just figured out how to descend. So let's run out first.
Cleared for final 30. Continue approach. 180 knots is the maximum approved approach speed.
Andre. Yes, I am. I'll take the title, I don't mind.
Love it. Well done, Andre.
Well, at least we're getting to do some plane spotting and things like that on these trips that we do together as well, eh, guys?
Absolutely. Are you winning, Reggie?
Yeah, concentrating.
Landing lights, Reggie?
They should be on. Everything should be set.
Oh, you're still far away, I see.
You know what else is nice when I sit and watch you guys come and land and all? It's the growth that you guys, you know, show over a period of time. You know, your skills and everything, the confidence. I love it.
Nico.
Like watching the children.
Yeah.
Nico, turn the clock back 6 months, 9 months.
Yeah.
And then tick off the ones that weren't here. That since then you brought along to this level.
Yeah. Amazing, man. Amazing.
Yeah, I still remember my landing 3.5, 4 months ago. the cockpit landing.
Yeah.
There's an awful lot of guys that need to be thankful to you, Nico.
Yeah, I love doing this. This is awesome.
You were born to teach.
Only this, Uncle John, I'm not a good teacher in other things. In other things I really get impatient and I want to hit the people really hard. In my real job and everything, I don't like teaching. This to me is special. This is really close to my heart. Because this is what I've always wanted to do in my life. You know, real world jobs like a grudge thing sometimes.
Yeah, that's why it's a hobby, yeah?
Yeah.
Well, I, for one, are eternally grateful.
Yeah, I'm glad. I remember that first day I spoke to you on Messenger and I said, yeah, let me log into your system, and you said, yeah, let's do it, let's fix it. And there you go, all happiness.
The day the penny dropped.
That too. Oh my goodness, when you figured out how to start these engines. I remember that. We were at standstill.
Are you still too high, Reggie?
No, he's coming. He'll have to dive, but it's okay.
I'm on the localizer.
Okay, and light slip.
Safe landing, Reggie.
Well, I tell you what, Zibo taught me something during the stream. I'm not going to go into it on the stream. It's not important. Zibo, if you're still watching, thank you for that. I did say thank you in text as well. Every time I talk with him, he teaches me something new. There's not one conversation I walk away from not having learned something.
Welcome home, Reggie.
Nice landing, Reggie.
Now you just need to stop in time.
Oh no, I stopped a long time ago.
All right, nice landing. Yeah, welcome to Port Elizabeth.
Excellent.
The birds have come home to roost.
And that, my friends, is that. Thank you for watching. Thank you for enjoying it with us. We'll be back tomorrow with some more fun. Tomorrow I definitely want to do some GA. If Zibo brings out another update, because after what we've been discussing here, there might be another update because of one thing. He might not do it, but if he does, we'll do another Zibo. Otherwise, I'm gonna use tomorrow just for a little break, and I'm gonna do some GA stuff. So you guys are welcome to join me.
All that said, thanks for your company, guys.
Yep. Thanks.
Yeah, you too. Thank you.
Bye bye. Have a good evening.
Bye.